All right, tech fans, it is official. AMD has announced the new RX 6600 XT coming to market at $379 for the reference model. This is supposed to be a card to compete seriously with NVIDIA's RTX 3060. So let's talk tech AMD style. Today's video is brought to you in part by ASUS VPN. ASUS VPN is the fastest VPN award winner. You can also simultaneously log in between 2 and 10 devices. ASUS VPN also offers you maximum compatibility, be it Windows, Mac OS, iOS, Android, Linux, or popular browsers like Firefox and Chrome. ASUS VPN is available on all popular platforms. All plans unblock BBC iPlayer, Disney+, Hulu, and 7 major Netflix regions. ASUS also has the lowest prices on the market. And with their 5-year deal, right now you can get an additional 20% off by using the code ASUS20. So check out ASUS VPN and get the most for your money. All right, so before we jump into the video, I would ask a kindness of you people out there. Could you please like and share my video on social media? And if you like my style, please subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so that you know I'm making videos. The new RX 6600 XT is supposed to be the best 1080p card to hit the market. Now, so far, we've heard the announcement from AMD, and also ASUS has already sent out emails saying that they're going to have 2 models of their card coming out. They're going to have the STRIX version and a dual version. I have a card from XFX. That's the card I'll be testing, and I'm sure that other reviewers out there will be getting their cards as well. So what do we know? What are the specs and what can we talk about? Well, let's check it out. So far what we know is the card's going to have 32 compute units and ray accelerators. It's going to have the highest clock of all of their cards at 2,359 megahertz, which is pretty crazy. It's going to have 32 megabytes of infinity cache, 8 gigabytes of GDDR6 memory, 160 watts with a single 8-pin power connector, and it's recommended that you use a 500 watt power supply for this card. AMD is also saying that the new RX 6600 XT will be able to perform at 120 frames per second at many of the top AAA games that are out on the market today. And they're also saying it's going to perform 15% faster than the RTX 3060 in many AAA games and esport games. Sounds promising so far, right? Now AMD has also said that this card in AAA games will be 2.5 times faster than a GTX 1060, which was one of the most popular cards for 1080p gaming not too long ago. Also, 1080p really is still kind of the standard. Last year, there were 20 times more monitors sold at 1080p than any other version of monitors. And people are really starting to buy in to the higher refresh rate monitors. So more 120 hertz and 140 hertz monitors were sold than ever before. In fact, 2/3 of these monitors have these specific features in them, which is kind of crazy. According to Steam, still many gamers are using 1080p for their choice of gaming, and I can see why, because at 1080p you're still getting great gameplay, you're getting really fast, really fast. You can see when you're playing at 1080p that you're getting so many frames per second more than even at 1440 and 4K. And this particular card, as AMD has touted, is strictly aimed at the 1080p market, which is really cool. And if it's going to be coming to market at $379, the only real question that will be on gamers' minds is, will I actually be able to buy this card? That's the big thing. Now, all of the features that you guys are used to, Radeon Boost, anti-lag, all that stuff is going to be coming. FSR, you're going to be getting all that stuff. And if you have a complete AMD system, you'll be able to access AMD's Smart Access Memory. This works in conjunction with your Ryzen CPU and should give you the best performance overall. I'm sure there's going to be people out there who do reviews testing on Intel CPUs compared to the Ryzen CPUs, but we'll just have to see. I mean, it really does sound good. If you can use the entire system as AMD and get better performance than even using an Intel CPU, that's going to drive more people to buy AMD products. And AMD has been doing really well. In fact, they have new 5nm CPUs coming out very, very soon. And we also know that Intel's coming out with their new 12900K. This is an i9 CPU. I mean, so far on paper, it looks good. Like everybody else has said, though, you really have to take all this stuff with a grain of salt before you go jumping into conclusions. And in my video, I was excited because, you know, the initial test results looked really good on that CPU. And even though it's 10nm, it still looked kind of interesting. So, I mean, that's pretty much it, folks, for this video. I mean, AMD has announced it. The 6600 XT, it is confirmed. I'm sure that every manufacturer out there is going to be making one. MSI, Gigabyte, XFX, Sapphire, you name the company, they're going to have their version. And like I said, ASUS has already released 2 of their cards. No, not released the cards, but released the information about 2 of their cards. They've released the information about the STRIX, which we all know is like their gamers high-end, and then we have the DUAL. Both these cards feature a dual BIOS switch, so you can switch between different BIOSes, which is actually really good because if you overclock your card too much and your BIOS isn't any good, you can switch to the other one and then go ahead and format the other BIOS back to, you know, one that'll actually work for you. So that's pretty insane. So $379, we know it's coming. The only real question in everybody's mind at this point will probably be, will there be stock? Because so far what we've seen is every time there's a video card release, the cards come off the shelf literally faster than you can even go online and buy them. Hopefully that won't be the case. Hopefully we'll see more of these cards on the market than ever before. I think it's interesting that AMD is releasing this card with the highest game clock that any of their other cards have. So that's going to prove to be interesting. So for people out there looking for really good 1080p performance, who want to save money, this card definitely looks promising. So I'm Elric, you guys have been watching Tech for Tomorrow. Like usual, if you guys would like to support the site, I have links down below where you can try Amazon Prime for 30 days for free. You can check out all their movies and all that stuff and shipping. If you don't like it, you can ditch it. I also have a Patreon site down below. You can donate a single $1 and help keep Tech of Tomorrow rolling along. So peace out. We'll see you guys back here for more tech.